Tonight's story is here to bring you rest and gentle dreams. Sunshine of Friendship, Gazania and Tansy. This story is about the friendship between Gazania and Tansy, how their bond provided warmth and light amidst every season. Once upon a time, in a quaint village surrounded by lush gardens and emerald fields, lived a young girl named Gazania. Her golden hair seemed to shine like the very essence of sunshine, brightening every corner she stepped into. Gazania had a heart as warm as the summer sun, always reaching out to bring joy to those around her. One fine day, while exploring the meadows with rays of light streaming down through fluffy clouds, she stumbled upon a mouse named Tansy. Tansy, with fur as soft as the silken petals of daisies, had eyes like glistening dewdrops. Initially cautious of the towering human presence, Tansy soon found comfort in Gazania's gentle smile and kind voice. Together they spent hours playing amidst the grasses, chasing butterflies that fluttered like jeweled fragments of the sky. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the landscape in hues of amber and mauve, Gazania and Tansy sat together under the shade of an old oak tree, sharing stories and laughter. Gazania crafted daisy chains, while Tansy danced around them, her tiny paws leaving delicate imprints on the earth. As twilight descended, Gazania introduced Tansy to the magic of starlight, describing how each star was like a friend shining brightly in the vast sky. Inspired by Gazania's passion, Tansy promised to sprinkle happiness wherever her little paws took her. Seasons changed, and though the sun's warmth might soften in the crisp winter air, the bond between Gazania and Tansy remained unyielding. On one particularly frosty day, when the world seemed wrapped in white blankets, Gazania and Tansy ventured outside. They marveled at the way sunlight danced upon the snow, creating a melody that only true friends could hear. As they made their way back home, Tansy whispered to Gazania how grateful she was for the sunshine of friendship that warmed her heart. And Gazania, with a nod, understood that even amidst the coldest days, the light of their companionship would never fade. Much like the enduring glow of sunshine, their friendship became a guiding light that embraced them through every season. Let's wander softly into another story. Poppy and Jasmine's Adventure Over the Hills. This story is about a young girl named Poppy who embarks on an adventure over the hills to meet Jasmine, a gentle dragon, and discovers the magic in their shared stories. Poppy was a young girl with fiery red hair, bright green eyes that seemed to dance with curiosity, and a heart full of dreams. She lived in a quaint village, nestled amidst rolling hills, with meadows that spread out like a green quilt sewn with threads of gold. The hills were Poppy's wonderland, a place where she imagined tales of magic, adventure, and mythical creatures. One sunny morning, as the orange sun painted the sky with strokes of warm colors, Poppy set out on an adventure. Her destination was the tallest hill, known to be the abode of Jasmine, the dragon. Jasmine was no ordinary dragon. She was as ancient as the hills themselves and as wise as the winds that crest their peaks. Though tales of dragons often involve greed and terror, Jasmine was different. She was a gentle spirit, her scales reflecting light like scattered jewels, and her wings shimmered with all the hues of a peacock's tail. Poppy had always dreamed of meeting Jasmine. She imagined their conversations filled with stories of distant lands and unknown mysteries. As Poppy climbed the hill, the chirping of birds accompanied her, and the fragrance of blooming wildflowers wafted through the air, creating a symphony of scents. Upon reaching the top, Poppy found herself gazing at a breathtaking view. The village was but a dot in the vast landscape, and the hills extended far beyond the horizon, undulating like waves frozen in time. There, amidst the serene beauty, Jasmine appeared. Her graceful presence was both awe-inspiring and comforting. "Welcome, little one," Jasmine said with a melodic voice that resonated like gentle thunder. Poppy felt a wave of joy and excitement. "I have heard tales about you, Jasmine, that seeing you is like witnessing a legend come to life," she explained. Jasmine chuckled softly, releasing puffs of pale smoke that twisted and danced upwards. Together, they sat by the edge, where the hill kissed the sky, talking about dreams that soared like eagles and fears that dwindled like shadows in the light. Jasmine shared stories of ancient times and distant galaxies, where dragons soared for stars and the planets. Poppy listened with wide-eyed wonder, absorbing every tale, as if it were a treasure. As the sun began to sink below the horizon, painting the golden hues of twilight, Poppy knew it was time to return. "Will you visit again?" Jasmine asked, her eyes reflecting the fading daylight. "Yes, I will," Poppy promised, feeling a bond that bridged the world of humans and mythical creatures. With a heart full of gratitude and a mind brimming with dreams, Poppy descended the hill, the world now more magical than ever. As she stepped back into the village, she carried with her the stories of Jasmine, feeling the warmth not just in her heart but in the hills where legends and reality intertwined. Let's wander softly into another story. A resilient bond of azalea and sedge. This story is about azalea and sedge, Satamibiri friendship, and resilience in rejuvenating a forest together. In a quaint village nestled between towering mountains and sprawling fields, lived a young girl named Azalea. Her days were spent exploring the lush landscape, every corner teeming with vibrant flora and chirping fauna that painted the surroundings with life. One sunny afternoon, as the golden rays of the sun bid farewell to the day, Azalea stumbled upon a tiny ladybug trapped beneath a fallen maple leaf beside a babbling brook. The ladybug's name was Sedge, and it claimed to be the guardian of the forest's resilience, gifted with the ability to rejuvenate wilted plants with a gentle touch. Despite its small size, Sedge radiated an aura of wisdom and determination. Azalea carefully lifted the leaf, freeing Sedge, who danced merrily as if acknowledging the newfound freedom. "Oh, thank you for your kindness," Sedge chirped, its voice as sweet as a lullaby. Fascinated by this magical creature, Azalea eagerly listened as Sedge regaled tales of how persistence had restored the glory of the forest after harsh storms. Each story reiterated the importance of resilience, painting mesmerizing images of strength overcoming adversity. Azalea felt a spark of inspiration take root within her heart, nurturing a desire to help Sedge with its mission. Together, they ventured deeper into the woodland, encountering plants wary from battering winds and relentless rain. Sedge's touch and Azalea's nurturing spirit worked wonders as drooping leaves found their vigor and stems stood proud once more. The duo shared laughter and stories beneath starry nights, forging a friendship bonded by purpose. Their journey was fraught with challenges, but Azalea discovered that each obstacle served as a lesson in perseverance. Countless adventures unfolded under the watchful gaze of the moon, with Azalea learning from Sedge the silent communication of nature, the whispers of leaves, the secrets of the soil, and the stories carried by the breeze. The forest soon flourished, a testament to their unwavering dedication. Even the smallest creature could make a profound difference, a truth that Azalea held dear. As time passed, Azalea became the village's beacon of hope, imparting wisdom gleaned from Sedge. Her resilience resonated with everyone she met, inspiring them to tackle difficulties with grace and fortitude. The bond between Azalea and Sedge remained unshakable, their mutual lessons of resilience echoing for generations. When the time came for Sedge to move on with the wind, Azalea knew she would always carry the ladybug's courage within her. The village thrived amidst challenges, fortified by Azalea's enduring legacy. Thus, the tale of Azalea and Sedge lived on as a testament to the power of resilience, celebrating the strength found in unity and purpose. Now, we continue with another gentle story. Jasmine and Amaryllis, a tale of honesty. This story is about Jasmine, who learns the value of honesty from Amaryllis, the wise owl, through a tale about a fox named Felix. In the enchanting village, nestled between lush forests and sparkling streams, there lived a young girl named Jasmine. Her hair shimmered in the sunlight like threads of gold, and her eyes sparkled with curiosity. Each evening, just as the sun began to dip below the horizon, the villagers would gather to hear the wise tales of Amaryllis, the wise owl. Amaryllis was not just any owl. With feathers as rich as caramel, and eyes that glowed with ancient wisdom, she had seen generations come and go under the whispering trees. One particular evening, as Jasmine settled down on a woven mat beneath an old oak tree, she listened eagerly to Amaryllis, who perched majestically on the lowest branch. Tonight's story was about the importance of honesty. Amaryllis began, "A long ago, in a time when the world was still young, there lived a gentle fox named Felix. Felix loved the joy of exploration and the thrill of discovery. However, Felix had one flaw: he would often exaggerate the truth. The owl's voice was soothing, yet filled with the gravity of the lesson. One day, Felix came across a beautiful garden hidden deep within the forest. Irises bloomed in hues of indigo, daisies danced under the laughter of the sun, and roses blushed with fragrant secrets. Felix ran back to his friends, boasting that he had found the largest garden in the world, one where even the stars dropped in to sprinkle their blessings. Jasmine giggled, imagining twinkling stars among tall stems. Amaryllis continued, "When Felix's friends wanted to visit this magnificent garden, they found it smaller than Felix had described. Disheartened, they questioned his tales and wondered if the stars had been just a figment of his imagination. Feeling guilty for misleading his friends, Felix realized the importance of honesty. He learned that true friends enjoy the beauty of the world together, no matter the size." Jasmine pondered this from her place beneath the oak tree, her heart warming with understanding. And so, dear listeners, Amaryllis concluded, let us remember Felix's lesson. To be honest is to honor the beauty that exists in our world. As Jasmine made her way home, she felt the cool breeze kiss her cheeks, reminding her to cherish truthfulness, both in her heart and in her spirit. That night, Jasmine dreamt of lush gardens where the stars truly did sprinkle their blessings, a garden undiminished by the embellishment of words, but enhanced by the honesty that Amaryllis had shared. When morning arrived, the village awoke under a canopy of bright promises. Jasmine knew she carried a piece of Amaryllis of wisdom within her, as magical and comforting as the gentle croaking of frogs starting their morning symphony. Her day was lit with the belief that honesty wasn't just a lesson, it was a light that could guide her through all paths of life. Thank you for listening. Good night and sweet dreams.